Alphabet Action!
Hello Team Sunday School. Today we're going to learn that I is for irresistible. I bet you didn't guess that word. Have you heard of it before? What does it mean if somebody says that chocolate cake is irresistible? It means you can't say no to it. You have to have it. You can't resist it. Nobody can say no to God.
Hey, wait a minute. When we sin, aren't we resisting God?
Well, left on our own, we do choose to sin. But God is fair and He leaves us with our choices, even if those choices are bad ones. But He isn't only fair, He's also holy, as we heard last time, and gracious. And God chooses to save people. And when He calls someone to be saved, He's irresistible. And He draws them to Him. We can see this clearly in the Bible. Jesus is God. And when Jesus commanded everything and everybody, they had to obey. Can you think of some examples?
Oh, yes. When Jesus wanted some disciples, how did He call them? He said, "Come, follow me." And they did. And they did.
The weather had to obey Him too. Can you remember when Jesus stilled the storm? What did He say to the wind and the waves? Be still. And did they listen? Of course they did. Jesus is irresistible.
Illness had to obey Him too. Remember the 1 o'clock miracle? Jesus said the word, and the soldier's servant, even though he was miles and miles away, was healed immediately. Irresistible.
The evil spirits in the man in the graveyard had to obey Jesus too. When Jesus commanded them, they had to come out, and then they ended up in a pack of pigs. Irresistible.
Even death had to listen to Jesus. What did He say to Jairus' daughter? Get up. And she did. What did He say to Lazarus buried in the tomb? Come out. And he did. That showed everyone who Jesus was. God Himself. God the irresistible.
Jesus' voice is a voice that wakes the dead. And the Bible tells us that we are like dead bodies spiritually. Can a dead body hear you when you call?
No.
Can it get up?
No.
Can it do anything for itself?
Nothing. Nor can we. We can't save ourselves. We can't stop ourselves sinning. We can't even listen to God properly. But the Bible says the same power that raised Jesus from the dead can make us alive spiritually so that we can love God and listen to Him and stop sinning.
So what should we do? We need to listen hard for God's irresistible voice. And like Samuel in the Bible, we should say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." We should listen for God's voice because it's gracious and He wants to do amazing things for us.